Good morning, welcome to today's vlog. Thanks for watching and for subscribing. You got me. You got me. Yeah? Yeah. When Hayden naps, I have to work on Big Brother Landon's birthday invitations because we have to get those out ASAP. I feel like I'm a little late getting them out, but yeah. Yeah. I just want to Oh, you put it on your head? All right, well, Hayden is napping. I've got some work that I need to get done. So I made my to-do list in my planner. I've got to make the beds. I have some laundry to do. We're running low on milk, so I won't be able to get that until probably after the school run. And then I have some book reviews I want to share with you guys. I probably won't get to that till later in this video too. Right now though, I need to work on Landon's birthday party invites because if I don't get these done this week, it's just going to be too late. So I'm using my new Dell XPS 13 laptop. I love this. Huge thank you to Dell for sponsoring today's video. This laptop is just so lightweight. It's so compact. I can put it right into my purse and whenever I'm on the go, it's just so easy to take with me. And the battery life on this laptop is amazing. I never have to worry about plugging it in. It also runs super fast. I never have to worry about it overheating either because of the design, and it's really, really durable. So I let my kids use this laptop if they need to look up something for school or want to watch a video. It's a great laptop if your kids need something to use too. And if you're planning to do work on it or watch videos, the image quality on this laptop is just beautiful. So I will have the Dell XPS 13 laptop linked for you down in my description box below. Make sure you check it out, and thank you again to Dell for sponsoring today's video. So here are the two invitations that I made. One is like a bluer toned one, and then the other one is more of like a sunset. I'm gonna make that color go away. Which one do you like better, the blue or the sunset invites? He wants it to be a surf themed party, so that's why I was trying to do something that was like surfing, water, sort of a cool thing. But I just can't believe he's gonna be 7. Like, I just want to cry, you guys. And how is it that almost 7 years ago then is when I started my channel? Like, I started my channel, my very first video was my first day back from maternity leave. It was like a day in the life of my first day back from maternity leave, and it was like filmed the wrong way on my iPhone. Again, I didn't know what I was doing. I just felt like, you know what, I haven't found any videos showing what it's to go back to work after maternity leave, so I'm gonna make one. And so made that, and the rest is YouTube history. Here we are, still still making day in the life videos almost 7 years later. And gosh, I showed his first birthday on my channel, because back then I did so random. I was not consistently uploading or anything like that. So I showed, I think there's a video where I did all of the decorations in a hall because I was just so excited to plan his first birthday. And then I think I vlogged his first birthday too. So, oh my gosh, how is he 7? How is he 7?
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time. I remember that it's over. Yeah, you never break.
Yeah, because those have the most colors too. Ooh, this is the prettiest picture.
Cute stuff. Ooh, that bedding looks comfy.
Wait, we skipped a
You
page.
skipped a page.
Oh, cute.
Those are
Oh,
nice.
that's so cute. Oh, look at these parts. They're kind of cute. I like that. I like that picture best. But then
The
yours
white.
best.
Yeah, I think I agree because it's those chairs. Those are the chairs I like the best too. I like the lamps too.
Oh, yeah, cute. Oh, these lights are so cute, Mommy. I want to get this house.
Those lights are cute.
What a pool.
I know, they have really pretty houses in that magazine with the pool and
Tomorrow, can we invite Jem over to our house?
yeah, you can invite Gemma over.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. I'll check with her mom and see if they're free. I just heated up some of my leftovers from dinner yesterday for lunch today, so I just like seasoned the chicken with salt, pepper, parsley, paprika, onion powder, and then roasted the green beans in the oven too. Who threw his blanket out?
Here.
Hi. How was your nap?
Is it good?
You have a good sleep?
That I'm okay, it's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah, yeah. It's almost like I can't stop.
So these like Smart Flow pouches, I don't remember them having these when Landon and Prezi were little, but oh my gosh, they make feeding so much easier.
Think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop.
Yeah, it is just crazy to me, like thinking about almost 7 years doing YouTube, like, oh my gosh, that's just so crazy. And I never, ever, ever would have expected my channel to like be what it is now. But I always did it with the hope that I was gonna get to stay home with my babies, because that's even, I think, what made me film everything that I was filming, is I just was really struggling with leaving my baby. And I think for some moms, you know, like I have a girlfriend who she even said, like, I want to go to work. I feel so much better, like, when I'm at work, like, it's good for me to have the balance. And I think it's so important for women to, like, have that choice that, you know, if they want to continue working, or if they want to have a career, if they want to have a business and do something for themselves, that, like, every woman, I think, should have those choices. But for me, it was really hard because I definitely grew up thinking, oh, you're going to be this like businesswoman and a mom, and you're going to be able to do it all. And it's not that you can't, it just obviously takes a lot of hard work, but I don't think that I realized that my heart was going to feel so differently when it came to actually like leaving my baby as little as he was. Because I know not every viewer is from the US. In the US, if you are lucky to work for a company that is covered under FMLA, which is the Family Medical Leave Act here in the United States, you can take up to 12 weeks. It's not paid. The only reason that I got paid a little bit was really sweet people where I worked at the time were like donating like sick days or vacation days. Like basically if they were like about to retire and they weren't going to use their days, they could donate them to like young people who were having kids. And that was the only reason I got paid for when I was like on FMLA, which at that time, I don't even think I would have been able to take the 12 weeks had that not been something that was really nice for all of those people who worked there to do that for me. But that's just why I'm really, really passionate about just in general, like maternity leave, parental leave, maternal care for women, because there was so much I know I didn't even get to, I think, process emotionally that I was going through because of all of that, like basically being separated from my baby when he was still so little and nursing around the clock and wasn't sleeping through the night. Like I was just so exhausted. I really, there was no way for me to be like adequately functioning at my job at that time and being a mom and, you know, pumping around the clock. It was just, it was so exhausting and it was really, really hard. And I think, you know, showing the bits and pieces that I did on my YouTube channel, Instagram wasn't as big then. Like I was definitely posting on Instagram, but it wasn't like Instagram, I feel like, is what it is now. I would more just obviously post like baby pictures of Landon like every day at that time, or occasionally if there was like a cute outfit or something, I would share that. But yeah, I just think back to that time and just like how different it was and like what was it that I was actually dreaming of. And it was, I just wanted to stay home with my baby and obviously be able to still like make sure that our family was living just like a comfortable life, right? And I'm so thankful to YouTube and to all of you, because literally like that dream I feel like came true of I still get to be creative and make videos, that I can be home, like just the fact that I've gotten to be home with Hayden. Like I haven't had to be separated from him and I haven't had to be like pumping around the clock. It's just so different. And obviously there's still a stress from having 3 kids and running a job from home and all of those things. I think, you know, life is always going to have some form of stress, right? But yeah, I feel like just overall I consider it to be such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful for how this worked out. Like I feel like it worked out to be the best for me and like what I wanted for my family and for my career too. So that's why I, you know, started those YouTube courses. Gosh, 2 years ago now is when I started the YouTube master course. Is it 2 years or is it 1 year? It was like March of 2020 was when that started. So yeah, 2 years ago. Oh my goodness. And I love that for women, because I think there are other women who I think feel similarly of either you're a stay-at-home mom and you feel like you know, still want to, whether it's have a business or like have something creative for yourself, or you are a working mom, but you want to still like be working, and like bringing in that income, right? But you want to be home with your kids more. And that's what I think is so cool about YouTube, Instagram, online businesses. There's just so many ways for women to have that flexibility, especially when your kids are just this little and, you know, they need you so much. And, you know, I think if all of us could like wave a magic wand and just make sure we like, you know, had the money, then we would probably try to get as much time with our kids as we could within reason. Because again, like I was saying, my girlfriend, I think it's actually so healthy that she knows herself so well to be like, actually, like, I want something that's just for me. I want something that's my time, and like all that I worked so hard in school for to like get my degree, I still want to like use it. And I think that's like knowing yourself, right? So I think for every mom, it's different how much time, you know, is good for you. I think there are some moms who are definitely feeling really burnt out because they think they like need to be on all of the time for their babies, and that can be really, really hard if, you know, your partner, somebody isn't saying to you, hey, like, you deserve a break, or do you want to like take some time off to go do these things for yourself? And, you know, not just like running to Target to still buy stuff for the family, but like actually have time to do the things you like to do for yourself, to rest and recharge. I feel like that's so important, and I hope that you're doing that for yourself. I know I've definitely had a really hard time with that. Coley's like sniffing under the door right now, but
you're gone now. Will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know
we're at Target, and Hayden has like stuck his finger down like the nipple of his current sippy cup, so I don't know which one to pick here. I know, you ruined your last one, dude. You ruined it. So we need to get you a new one. He like stuck his finger like in the nipple of his last bottle. You know the one that had like Mickey on it? Let's see if they have it here. Like this one. This one. He like stuck his finger down it. Well, why are you upset? I'm trying to get you a new one. I tried this one because it says that it's toddler proof, bite resistant spout. So I don't think he can stick his finger in it and ruin it. When I opened the trunk, the like grocery bag had spilled completely and like everything fell out. I don't think anything's leaking, thankfully, but I was worried that it might. But I was gonna ask you guys only because I was talking about it earlier, and I have had some people recently ask me like, oh, are you gonna teach your YouTube course again? Would you guys be interested in another YouTube course or something else? If there's like something else that you're like, I want to take a course, you know, something that I would teach you, let me know in the comments, because like I'd love to do that. But I just want to make sure that like enough people are interested. Obviously, like I've done my course a bunch now, so it's there, it's available. Like if it's something that you want to take, but if there's something new or like something else that you're like, oh, I wish you taught a course on this, or like had lessons about this, let me know, because that's something I would love to work on because I love doing that. But just let me know. Yeah. You want a muffin right now? I thought we were having this for breakfast tomorrow.
No, I just want to have one or two.
Okay.
Not all.
One other thing that just dawned on me is I have a basket of like Hayden's birthday stuff. Can I get it out? Come on. Ah! Oh my god. Should not have been that big of a struggle. I'm gonna see if there's anything that I could just use for Landon's and assess like what decorations I'm gonna have to buy over the next few weeks. There's definitely some stuff that we can like use for this surfer party, just for like some of the decorations. Especially I'd made like little cupcakes where I put, these are like little mini surfboards, and that's actually what Landon asked for. He's like, I want the cupcakes with the surfboards in them. So I still have quite a bit of those. And then these are for like around drinks, like I think like cans or bottles. You can put the little hula skirts, little pineapple plates. I have a ton of luau napkins, decent amount of these like palm napkins. So probably just some other like bigger like dinner plates for food, and like this can be dessert plates. I have a bunch of chopsticks too. I don't know what exactly the menu will be yet. I didn't ask Landon what he wants, but yeah, I think there's some good stuff that we saved. Oh, there's like a bunch of Lay's actually in here too. So we have some good stuff for your party, Landon. Hey, you never told me, what's the food that you want? Do you know what you want to have as food besides, I know you said the surfboard cupcakes, but
Can we do snacks then food?
Snacks? Like what?
Like some chips.
Well, yeah, we can have like chips with the other food, but I don't know, like, do you want pizza? Do you want...
Pizza.
We should get pizza? Okay, that's easy. Camera totally just fell. Hopefully I didn't break it. Oh my god. The dryer just sounds awesome.
There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
Okay, Hayden's down for his nap so we can talk about book review stuff. I love books so much. So if you guys don't know, I used to be a 7th grade English teacher. Love reading, love books. Took a little social media hiatus in January and just spent all that time reading a lot of books. So I actually have a lot to go through with you today. So if you're looking for like good summer reading books, these are gonna be great. Once There Were Wolves, this book, it honestly surprised me how much I liked it because it was both like educational, like I learned all these new facts about wolf reintroduction and global warming because it takes place in Scotland. The main author, or not the main author, the main character is a scientist who is part of the team reintroducing wolves to Scotland because the wild wolf population there was all killed out by the farmers. And I guess when they reintroduce the wolves, it's like very good for the environment. Again, like helps global warming. It was just like I learned so much, but this is like a thriller. There's like murder, drama, a lot of like weaving relationship dynamics in this town in Scotland. I just thought it was really good, really well written. I enjoyed reading it so much. So Once There Were Wolves, that was a great book. The next one, I just related to it so much. Like if I had read it at another time in my life, I don't know if I would have like loved it as much as I currently did. But I read it right after I had my miscarriage, and it talks about a woman's life, and she goes over like 2 different points without spoiling too much that she's had miscarriages in her life. So I really related to it. Oh no, I think Hayden might not be going down. I'm gonna talk a little quieter. I think you probably heard me talking because this room's right there. But I just thought this was a really well done, like it's a bit of a romance. There's a love triangle and it has like some unexpected turns. So just overall, I thought this was a really good book. And the author, I think, how do you pronounce it? Jill Santopolo. She also wrote a book recently. It's called One Italian Summer. I don't know why it's not in my stack or like where I put it, but I picked that one up at Target. It was really good too. Sorry, it's like so hot here and my hair is like sticking to me. One Italian Summer though is about a mother and daughter, and without like spoiling too much, I'm going to say it. I think if you read the back of the book, the mother passes away, but her spirit revisits the daughter, and it just like makes you think so many lessons that you've either learned from your parents or like the lessons you want to pass down to your kids, or like what you want them to know about you and your story. And I don't know, I thought it was a really cool book too. So One Italian Summer if you're looking for another good read. We Are Not Like Them. This is actually written by 2 authors, and it tells the 2 different perspectives of a black news reporter and a white police officer's wife in Philadelphia during like the Black Lives Matter protests and marches. I just thought it was really good to like think about 2 very different perspectives. And the ending, that was the only thing. I didn't like love the ending, but overall I thought like the book was like very thought-provoking. So good read. Colleen Hoover, I see so many people share her books. So if you like romance novels that are a bit of like thrillers or have a lot of twists, you will really like this book. So it's November 9th because the couple meets on that date and they're very young and are like, we can't get serious yet, but let's re-meet every year on this date. I think it's for 5 years that they agree. And it's just interesting like what happens in their lives in between the time that they decide to meet with each other. So I enjoyed this book. I thought it was a good one of hers. I've enjoyed other Colleen Hoover books too, but I liked that one, I feel like, probably the most. And the Ugly Love was pretty good too by Colleen Hoover. This one, Something in the Water, gave me so much anxiety, not gonna lie. Like I feel like I need to warn anyone, like this book will give you anxiety. If you've ever wondered what anxiety feels like, read this book. It's by Catherine Stedman. It's about a couple on their honeymoon. They find something unexpected and it just like completely changes the rest of their lives in a lot of ways. And it is like you are on pins and needles reading this book of like what's going to happen next. It's a good thriller. If you're looking for a thriller, this is the one for you. The Wife Upstairs, similar like thriller vibe. Definitely, like I feel like this would, I kind of want it to be a movie just because of how they were talking about the one woman was like a designer of like home decor and interiors, and I'm like, I want all of this in a movie. Like I want to see her style. Like the way it's described is really pretty. But yes, I feel like this one is definitely another one where you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like biting your nails reading it. So another good thriller recommendation. Of Women and Salt is about different time periods of women in a family. So it's kind of like a multi-generational story. And it just really makes you think about how generational trauma impacts, you know, the next generations to come, and just like how we as like women, just like the pain we minimize or like what we go through. And like I think that's been on my brain a lot, and we've talked about that, I feel like, a lot, either on social media and a little bit in my last video. But yeah, this was just, to me, like a very good book to read as a woman, and like think about like your family's history and like what the other women in your family have gone through. It's a good one. The Guilt Trip, this one, another thriller, lots of interesting relationship dynamics. Oh, and I just noticed, is it the other woman? Is that the one? No, this is the woman upstairs. I was like, wait, this isn't the same author, is it? No, I was getting the titles confused. So I guess she wrote another book called The Other Woman. But yes, this one was another one that, again, I was just like turning the pages to be like, what's going to happen? I'm freaking out. I need to find out. And then Not a Happy Family, another thriller. I was clearly bouncing back between like very like thought-provoking, touching romance novels and some thrillers that month. But Not a Happy Family is about a murder. It's sort of a whodunit, like the entire time you're trying to figure out which of these characters, because it's like keeps switching between all their different characters in the book, and it keeps making you just guess, like, oh, it must have been this person. Like that, the entire time I read it, that's kind of what I was doing. I was like, oh, it must have been this person. And then I was like, oh wait, maybe it's this person. So it was good. It keeps you on your toes. So those are the current books that I have to recommend for you. Again, as I read more, I will keep on reviewing them and sharing the ones that I think are really good. I did, let's see what I just said on my thing. It's like Local Woman Missing is the one, and I don't know what that one's actually called. Here, I'll go show you. But these are the two books I was going to start next. So Local Woman Missing, I believe it's like a thriller. And then, okay, this one's To Paradise. It kind of sounds like, oh, there was a show me and Adam watched it. I'm blanking on what it was called. I believe it was on FX, but it goes back as if like World War II ended differently. And I believe it's told from the perspective of a Hawaiian. Like, I don't know, kind of reminded me a bit of like a Handmaid's Tale too, where it's like, oh, this stuff turned out differently, and like somebody's sort of traveling in time, I think. When I read it, I don't know, it just sounded very interesting to me, so I was like, okay, that will be a bit different of a read. So that's what I'm reading next. But here I'll sort of show you the spines of all the ones I just recommended if you want to put them in your Amazon cart or pick them up the next time you're at Target. I've got some pasta cooking on the stove for Presley. She's not feeling very good, so she asked her buttered noodle pasta. I sprinkle like a little bit of cheese, and I do a sprinkle of love, which is garlic salt. They always ask her, Mom, put the sprinkle of love on it. They like love how that tastes on their pasta. I'm going to make sort of similar to that strawberry cucumber salad I shared in the last video, because I have like some of the things that I just want to make sure I use. I'm going to do cucumbers, tomatoes, feta, some olives. So it's kind of be like a little like Mediterranean flavored salad within the oil and vinegar, the balsamic, salt, pepper, and then I love, this is like a balsamic glaze that I add to the top. Super, super good. Hopefully Hey has fun playing over there while I finish cooking. I love sort of like this age, because he's 16 months right now. Like I feel like the 16 month to 2 years, they start playing more independently, where they'll just kind of like be with their toys and hang out. So I don't want to jinx myself, so. I was just thinking though, somebody commented that, I don't know if it's on the premiere of the last video or in the comments of the video, something about like Hawaii and food and how it's like such a food culture. And one of the things, like Prezi was just asking me, because we were talking about like, oh, going to Landon's game, and she was like, can you pack me a bunch of snacks and treats so that I can make friends? And she'll ask me to do that like anytime we go to play at like a playground or anything like that, because a lot of times like when we are at playgrounds, other kids will have like bags of snacks, and that's kind of how they make friends here. They'll be like, do you want some of my treats or do you want some of my snacks? And so the kids, huh? What? I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Like Emma.
Like Emma, yes. When she was at the park with a friend, that's what they did. They both like shared their snacks with each other. But even like kids, you know what I mean, that's like our first time meeting them, they all kind of do that. I mean, like the moms were all there too, so we all kind of like exchange, hi, who we are. But everybody will be like, I'll give you one of my Oreos, or I'll give you some of my granola bar. And it's just kind of a cute thing that, I don't know, growing up in Ohio, that like wasn't something I feel like that we did. Like maybe at school lunch, like one of your best friends, you guys might like trade something that was in your school lunch. But it was not like a thing that before we went to play on a playground, that it was like, I need to pack snacks so that I can, you know, make friends. But I feel like that's such a sweet thing. One of the things I really do, I love living here so much. And I feel like I don't really get to talk about that on here. I don't know why, like I haven't really shared just how much I've enjoyed the time that we've been here. And I don't know, it's just a cool place, and I love Ohio, and you know, I have my family, not all my family, but you know, Gigi and Papa and my mom's there, and Adam's parents are there, and so is his brother, but like my sister and his sister both live other places. His sister's in Austin and mine is in Arizona, Phoenix. But don't ruin your dinner. I'm making dinner. Okay?
Sorry, people.
Just have 3, okay? 3 crackers, that's it, because your pasta's going to be done. You know how you wanted your butter?
No, that's what I took out.
Okay, only 3, okay? Dinner. It's ruined.
Well, is it okay if I've done I actually when I was taking one other one out, it's both like half to Hannah and half to me.
Okay, that's fine, but don't take any more out, okay?
So what if I take out actually hands and half them?
You're gonna give him one?
Yeah, because I was just having and then he's so pretty.
Just one, okay? Because I don't want his dinner spoiled either. Yeah. Sorry. Family in Ohio. Yeah, I miss like family. I miss my girlfriends in Ohio so much. That's why I'm like so excited this summer to go back and see them and have girlfriend time. And I know I'm doing a trip with my girlfriend Dina and some other friends. I'm like super excited. I'll share more on that like when it gets closer to it. But I just really appreciate certain things about living here that are just different than Ohio. So I love both places, and you know, think there are wonderful things about both, but there's just been, you know, special things here that I enjoy that, you know, if we don't get to stay here forever, I will definitely take so many of those like special traditions. Like I do, I just love the like making friends over food. Kind of doing that virtually with you too in all of my videos, but I love that of like, oh, if we're gonna like meet up and hang out, like let's share food together. Okay, so I've got the cucumbers and the tomatoes, and then I added the black olives and some feta cheese and a drizzle of olive oil. What's going on, hey? What? I don't even know. And now a drizzle of the balsamic. Then I added salt and pepper, and I'm just gonna mix this all around so everything gets coated in that olive oil and balsamic, and the seasonings get evenly dispersed. Okay, it's all mixed together, so I'm just gonna take that glaze and drizzle this over the top. And I cannot wait to eat this. I'll probably have it with just like a little bit of the pasta too. Okay, the salad is so good. You can also make it with mozzarella, and it'll probably taste amazing as well. If something ever happens to me, here's how I make my kids' favorite pasta. It's like their favorite thing. I add butter, probably like 4 tablespoons worth to like a full box, not a little more with him.
Okay, it's okay.
And get that all like stir it, you know what I mean? So the butter is like all melted and coats all that pasta. And I just realized I don't have any of the shredded cheese that I normally use, but like sprinkle on some cheese. Parmesan totally works for this. And this is the secret ingredient, a sprinkle of love, aka garlic salt. I joke to them when they like move into their own places someday, I'll put a label over garlic salt that says sprinkle of love that they can have in their college dorms and their first apartments and their first houses and all of that. But this would open up. Just generously sprinkle this all over your pasta. I just washed my face and I figured I would share with you guys what like my nighttime skincare routine is, because I get questions a lot of people being like, what's your skincare? And I've been using Dime for at least the last month now and I really love it. So this is the Thirsty Face Mist and you just kind of like spray it. I know it like looks goofy. Sorry, I know I kind of covered there so I didn't cut my hair. You just kind of spray it all over your face. And I'll let that just like air dry. And then this is the Super Firm Serum. I can't get Botox because I'm still nursing Hayden. Big Botox fan. Got it like 3 times in my life. But basically like in between when I finished like breastfeeding Presley, I had just turned 30. So like the first 3 years of my 30s, I got it 3 times before I got pregnant with Hayden. And I feel like it really did help. Like I have like forehead, like little wrinkles right there, and I feel like it just helped kind of like freeze them where they were at. And that's kind of what this like super firming serum does, is it kind of like firms up anywhere you have like lines or wrinkles. You just kind of like press it in. And then I have the Luminosity Eye Serum. I feel like in this light, for some reason, my skin looks like super blotchy too. I feel like overall my skin has gotten so much better since I've been using these products. I feel like when you do use like really good, clean products, it just like makes such a difference. Okay, I'm gonna put these all on my eyes, just very gently, by the way. I feel like this really helps. I do definitely, like I have dark circles after a 1.5 years now of breastfeeding and 3 kids. And this is the hyaluronic acid serum. So just put that like on my fingers, rub it all around my entire face and like down my neck. And then this is the night cream. So I'll usually do like 3 pumps of that. And same thing, like rub it all over, down my neck and my chest. Try to keep that area, right, like looking young too with whatever products that you're using. Okay, and then I have, this is their eyelash boost serum. So I just run this along my lash line to try to get my eyelashes to grow. Oh no, the camera just got blurry. I don't know if you guys have followed for a while. Do you remember like before COVID, I would get eyelash extensions. Like it was my thing, like every couple weeks I would go get them filled, and COVID happened and broke that habit. I love that though. I loved my esthetician at the time. She was so sweet. I miss her so much. And she actually, it's sad, she like changed her businesses because of COVID. So she has like a travel agency now, which I would love to do some travel through her as like more stuff opens up. But oh, I don't think I said I put on the eyebrow boost. It's kind of like you brush it through and things, but it's my nighttime skincare routine.
Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I love you guys so much.